Hey, it's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about a unpopular opinion. This is a very, very unpopular opinion, but I want to share my thoughts on it because over the years, I've had people bring up this topic and I want to share my thoughts with you. Now, I kind of shared this a little bit before, but I have a lot of new subscribers here, so I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. And I open the discussion below. If you want to share your thoughts, please feel free to do that. But please be respectful when you're doing it, okay? Don't leave a nasty comment or anything like that, okay? I'm all for everybody sharing their thoughts and opinions here. But do it respectfully, okay? All right. So there was a show, and I'll pop up if I can find like the little poster for it, like basically, and I'm going to tell you I didn't watch it. I'm going to explain why. But there was a show that came on, I believe it was HBO, and is basically talking about the not so clean part about beauty and skincare. Ooh, okay. And I wanted to share my thoughts on this because over the years when I've shared things, people are like, well, I'm not going to use that because it's not clean. And here's the thing that I'm going to share with you and why I don't support that, okay? And you can really do your research yourself and decide what you want to do. And if no matter what I say, and I'm not here to convince you to change your mind, because you have the freedom to believe and feel and follow and whatever the way you want to, okay? But I just want to share how I feel and why I'm not going to ever just share clean beauty ever. Many years ago, I had a friend, and she introduced me to the environmental working group. Never heard of it before. And she's like, you need to go check out environmental working group, and you need to see what's in your skincare. You will be shocked. I was like, oh, really? Now, this was in my early 40s, and at that time in my life, I thought everything was going to kill me. Okay, I would see a spot on my hand and I'd be like, oh my God, I got to get to the dermatologist. If you've ever gone through that when you're in your early 40s, let me know. But that was me. Like every little thing, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, kind of a thing. Okay. So when she kind of approached me at a time in my life that I was kind of vulnerable to, like I was worried about everything. At the time too, I was struggling with my skincare. I felt like all my makeup looked like crap. You know, in my 30s, I wasn't really doing a lot because I had a little baby. I had a little child. So I just wasn't really taking good care of myself as far as my skincare, and my makeup looked like crap and everything, okay? So she introduced me to this, and I started looking at everything, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, that's a red? Oh God, it's a red? Okay, well, I need to start getting more stuff. I started getting paranoid. And then it was, you also need to make sure, the same person, you also need to make sure the clothing that you're wearing is organic, because there's dyes in fabric and our skin is the biggest organ and it just absorbs all that, and so you have to be careful. And you know the new car smell that you have? Well, that's all toxic fumes, honey. You do not want to be inhaling all that. It's not really good to that new smell. And you don't want to use a hand sanitizer, okay? Hand sanitizers are bad. So what you want to do is get Everclear, and I actually did this. I actually was walking around with Everclear, the alcohol, yeah, in a spray bottle, yeah. I even sent my kid to school with it, with Everclear, because it's food safe, so it's better. It just went on and on and on. The paint on your walls. The paint on your walls is toxic. You have to make sure that the paint on your walls does not have the toxic. You have to make sure that it just would never end. And you know what? I was so fucking paranoid of everything that I was afraid to use anything. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to live my life like that. I'm just not going to do that. Here's the thing. Even something that's supposed to be natural and good for you, you can have allergic reactions. I believe personally, there's toxins in everything. In everything. You can drive yourself crazy. Even with the talc powder, unless I'm putting it by my vajayjay, I'm not going to worry about the talc either. I'm just not. I mean, if you want to worry about that, that's your thing. Okay? But I'm just going to live my life. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to worry about it. Because if I worry about one freaking thing, it just leads on to the next and the next. That's just my experience. And I was so paranoid, I was afraid to do anything. And I'm not going to live my life like that. My grandfather, okay, he lived to be like 95, 96 years old. He worked until he was, I believe, 90 at McDonald's, okay? And he ate McDonald's for over 25 years. Every damn day. McDonald's. You know why? Because he was from that generation, but he didn't want to throw shit out. So he ate McDonald's every day. I remember him bringing them home for us because, like, you guys got to eat this because he didn't want to throw it out when we were kids. It didn't taste so good warmed up, let me tell you. But that's how my grandpa was, okay? So he ate McDonald's every day. He drank a shot of whiskey every day. He never, ever drove a car in his life. He walked. I think that's what helped him is the exercise. You can't get much more toxic than eating McDonald's every damn day. And he was healthy until he turned that age and he died in his sleep. I mean, he was a healthy man. So what I'm saying is this. I'm going to live my life and I'm going to do my thing and I'm going to test different products. Sometimes I'm going to test clean products, but I'm not specifically going to test those products out because it's all marketing bullshit is what it is. And I get tired of all of the fear mongering that goes on in the clean community. I just get tired of it because I was sucked into it at one time. So I know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's not just the makeup and skincare. You could, look at the things that you're eating and putting in your body. I mean, you can go on and on and on. You can look at the laundry soap they're using to wash your clothes with and the toothpaste. That was another thing. Don't use the fluoride. Oh my God. I'm not swallowing the fluoride. I'm spitting it out. I'm going to use it. You know what happened when I stopped using fluoride? I had freaking cavities. I didn't have them before I stopped using fluoride. And then all of a sudden I had cavities. So what I'm saying is I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to do my thing. And if your thing is that you do not want to use certain products because you feel like it's harmful, then that's okay. Then you're going to do that. And then you should do that for you. But I know for me personally, I'm not going to get sucked into it. And I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm going to share what I'm going to share. I'm just not going to go on that. And while we're at it, I'm going to talk about one more thing. And that is cruelty-free products. I love animals. I do. But there's like a lot of, I don't know if I'm going to say the right word, vagueness with it, because there are companies that don't test on animals, but because they sell in other countries that test on animals, people don't support those brands and all that. I'm just going to use what I'm going to use. That's all I'm going to say. And if I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but I'm just being real. Do you want me to be real? Do you want me to be honest with you? Would you rather me lie and tell you that I'm not and then I am? I've always been transparent with you guys. I'm just telling you, I'm just use products that I use. I don't go there either. Because I feel like there's a lot of, I've heard both sides. So I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And you have to do what you're going to do too. And I understand that. But at my age, I have to use what works for me. Not everything works for my age. When my daughter's age, she could pretty much use anything, okay? She could use anything. It's going to be amazing on her. But I'm going to be 56 years old, and I can't use everything on as far as skincare, as far as makeup. Not everything is going to work for me, and I can't be specific to certain things. I can't limit myself. I need to have selection and not limit myself. I can't. Okay, so that's just where I'm coming from on that. That doesn't mean I'm a horrible person. I eat meat. I wear leather shoes. I wear leather belts. I don't know what to say. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say with that too. So I just wanted to be clear about that. But again, everybody has a right to do what they want to do. Okay, so anyways. That's it. I just want to share that with you guys. I'm not getting into all that. I'm not getting into all that. I'm going to tell you, I'm just not getting into all that. I just want you guys to know that. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Really hope that you enjoyed this chat we had today, and I will catch you guys all in my next video.